Phil Alexander Robertson, born on April 24, 1946, in Vivian, Louisiana, came into the world during a time of post-war transformation in America. Raised in the backwoods of northwest Louisiana, Phil's early life was shaped by poverty, simplicity, and a fierce commitment to family values. He was the fifth of 7 children born to James and Merritt Robertson, a hardworking couple who instilled in their children the principles of self-reliance, faith, and a strong work ethic. The Robertson family lived off the land, often hunting, fishing, and growing their own food to survive. Their modest lifestyle gave Phil a deep respect for nature and a sense of purpose grounded in grit and resourcefulness. From a young age, Phil developed a passion for the outdoors, especially hunting. While other kids might have chased sports or entertainment, Phil found joy in the quiet of the woods and the rhythm of the river. He learned to hunt ducks, deer, and other game with precision, and these skills would later become the foundation of his professional identity. Despite the family's financial hardships, Phil's upbringing was rich with character-building lessons. His parents, though not wealthy, were generous in spirit and unwavering in their Christian faith, both of which deeply influenced Phil's later life. Phil attended high school in Caddo Parish, where he demonstrated natural athletic ability. His prowess on the football field eventually earned him a scholarship to Louisiana Tech University in Ruston. At Louisiana Tech, Phil played quarterback and shared the field with none other than Terry Bradshaw, who would go on to become a legendary NFL quarterback and sports broadcaster. Phil was a talented player with a powerful arm and good instincts, and many believed he had a future in professional football. But despite his athletic promise, Phil felt conflicted. The world of sports didn't appeal to him as much as the simplicity of the wild. He chose to walk away from football, turning down potential NFL opportunities in favor of a life closer to his roots. To many, this was a surprising decision, giving up fame and wealth for hunting and a humble life. But for Phil, it made perfect sense. His heart belonged to the woods, not the stadium. After earning a bachelor's degree in physical education and a master's in education, Phil became a teacher for a time, coaching and guiding young athletes. But his passion for hunting remained his true calling. As he navigated his 20s, Phil also struggled with personal demons. In his early adult years, he drifted from the Christian faith he was raised in. Alcohol, infidelity, and anger defined a turbulent period that strained his marriage and alienated him from his growing family. It was during this low point that Phil experienced a life-altering spiritual awakening. With the support of his wife, Marsha K. Robertson, affectionately known as Miss K, Phil recommitted his life to Christianity. This transformation marked a new chapter. He renounced his destructive habits and embraced the teachings of the Bible with fervor. Phil's faith would become the cornerstone of his identity, shaping not just his personal life, but also his public persona. In the 1970s, while working as a commercial fisherman and hunter, Phil noticed a gap in the market. Existing duck calls were poorly made and lacked realism. Drawing on his knowledge of duck behavior and his own ingenuity, he began crafting duck calls by hand. He designed a new call, which he believed mimicked the sounds of a real duck better than any product on the market. With this, Duck Commander was born in 1972. At first, the business was run from the family home. Phil and Miss K packaged the duck calls by hand, and their sons helped with assembly. Sales were slow in the early years, but word spread among hunters about the quality of Phil's products. He patented his duck call design and began selling it throughout the South. His combination of craftsmanship and authenticity earned him respect within the hunting community. As Duck Commander grew, so did the involvement of Phil's family. His sons, most notably Willie Robertson, eventually took over the business side of the company, transforming it from a modest operation into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. Willie, with his business acumen, helped launch Duck Commander into national prominence. Under Willie's leadership, the company expanded into outdoor gear, apparel, books, DVDs, and other branded merchandise. Despite the growing success, Phil remained the spiritual and cultural core of the family and the business. His rugged persona, long beard, and no-nonsense attitude became iconic. Phil's straightforward wisdom, often delivered with a Southern drawl and biblical references, resonated with a wide audience. In 2012, the Robertson family became household names thanks to the A&E reality show Duck Dynasty. The show, which followed the lives of the Robertson family as they ran their duck call business and navigated family dynamics, quickly became a cultural phenomenon, Viewers were drawn to the show's mix of humor, faith, and traditional values. At the center of it all was Phil, whose unfiltered commentary and strong convictions set the tone. Duck Dynasty ran for 11 seasons, from 2012 to 2017, and became one of the most-watched reality shows in cable television history. It broke ratings records, generated merchandise sales in the hundreds of millions, and brought faith-based entertainment into the mainstream. The show often ended with the family gathered around the dinner table, praying together, a testament to the central role of faith in their lives. While Phil's presence on Duck Dynasty made him a beloved figure to many, it also brought controversy. In 2013, he was temporarily suspended from the show after making comments in a magazine interview that were criticized as anti-LGBTQ and racially insensitive. Phil defended his remarks by pointing to his biblical beliefs, sparking a national debate about freedom of speech, religious expression, and the role of personal values in public life. Many fans rallied around him, seeing him as a man of principle who refused to compromise his faith. Others criticized his views as outdated and offensive. Despite the backlash, Phil remained unapologetic. He continued to speak at churches, universities, and conservative events, advocating for traditional Christian values, biblical morality, and what he saw as the erosion of cultural decency. His blunt style and bold opinions made him a polarizing figure, but also a symbol of steadfast conviction in a rapidly changing world. Beyond television, Phil expanded his platform through writing. He authored several books, including Happy, Untold, and The Theft of America's Soul, which became bestsellers. These works offered readers a deeper look into his life, his beliefs, and his critiques of modern culture. Phil's books emphasized themes of redemption, faith, family, and personal responsibility. He shared personal stories of his past sins and his journey back to God, inspiring many who struggled with similar issues. Phil also co-hosts the podcast Unashamed with Phil Robertson, alongside his sons Al and Jace. The podcast features discussions about faith, politics, family, and culture, often diving deep into scripture and current events. It has attracted a loyal following, further expanding Phil's influence in the world of conservative media and Christian outreach. In his personal life, Phil remains deeply committed to his family. He and Miss Kay have been married for more than 5 decades and have 4 sons: Alan, Jace, Willie, and Jep. All 4 sons are deeply involved in ministry, business, and media, and they credit their father's transformation and leadership with shaping their own paths. In 2020, Phil discovered he had a daughter named Phyllis from a past affair, whom he welcomed into the family after confirming her identity through a DNA test. The experience became a testament to grace, forgiveness, and the power of reconciliation. Phil also continues to live off the land as much as possible, hunting, fishing, and maintaining the same simple lifestyle he's always valued. Despite his fame and fortune, he shuns luxury and focuses instead on faith, scripture, and family. As of 2025, Phil Robertson stands as a symbol of resilience, redemption, and unwavering belief. He has impacted millions through his products, media presence, and personal testimony. Whether you agree with his views or not, Phil's story is undeniably one of transformation from a troubled, reckless young man to a patriarch of faith, and one of the most recognizable Christian voices in modern America. Phil's journey offers more than entertainment. It provides a powerful lesson in the possibility of change, the strength of conviction, and the enduring influence of family and faith. His life continues to inspire those who seek purpose beyond fame, and his legacy built on duck calls, devotion, and discipleship will likely resonate for generations to come.